As well. Again, it was a 43-32 game in the third, but Gettysburg has a chance to retake the lead. Krenzik finding an angle, and they got the lead. Reagan Krenzik puts the Bullets back in front. Their first lead since the 5:25 mark of the second. Cavalli looks to take it all the way herself. It sends fine Beckett. McConaughey looks to go 2 for 2. She does. That's back-to-back threes for Taya McConaughey, and we're tied today here in the first. Gus Baylow, Dante Verme here with you on the Centennial Conference Digital Network. We'll be joined at halftime by Hopkins head coach Ryan Kane. He'll be joining us for a few minutes at halftime. They'll also be joined coming out of the half by Gettysburg head coach Matt Hunter, so make sure to stay tuned for both of those. After the game today, we'll also be having some interviews with the winning team afterwards, so make sure to stay tuned for all the action on this loaded day of Championship Sunday basketball here on the Centennial Conference Digital Network. It is March after all. What a great way to bring in the month. Gettysburg looking for their first lead today. They're down by 1. Here's Radolovic. Got a size mismatch on Felly, but can't hit the bunny. That's a shot he probably makes 9 times out of 10. But could it over Felly, and it stays with a Hopkins lead. Jackson inside. On Grosby, battling his way. Takes a floater, no good. Grosby gets the rebound. A 2-on-2 the other way. And Grosby pulls it back out.
That's going to be tough. They had a good trailer coming back. Hopkins, a really good job getting back defensively to cover their spaces, and it forces Gettysburg to work into their rotation and work the clock.
Radolovic backs down Felly. Using that right shoulder, kicks it out to Kraft for 3 in the lead. Gettysburg on top. Their first lead today, and they're up by 2 in the first half.
And Kraft's not a noted three-point shooter, just over 25%. How about that?
Wyatt Eglinton Manor trying to get Hopkins the tie under the lead right back. Up behind the back dish, kicks it around. Good pass to Feller for 3, no good. And Hopkins has really struggled. They've gone scoreless in nearly the last 5 minutes. And it's a 9-2 run as well for Gettysburg.
And this is a huge possession here if you're Gettysburg, to try and convert the basket, make this a 2-possession game, and get momentum going into halftime.
Here's Zamlu with 5. Got to put up something quick. Zamlu finds her for 3. He got it off, but it's an air ball and a shot clock violation. Great defensive possession by Hopkins. Well, let's go back to that other 3 by Kraft.
And it looked like Jackson wasn't necessarily thinking he was going to be a 3-point shooter in the corner, but Kraft, a huge basket. And now we see Aiden Mess come back into the game here for the final 2-13 with 2 fouls. Going to have to try and play this. You got to be really smart physical here. You don't want to go into the second half with 3 fouls.
Felly and Jackson on Hopkins also have 2 fouls apiece as well. Mess and Felly, the 2 big guys with those fouls. Inside to Felly. Goes up strong, but can't hit the bunny. That's a hook shot that was a point-blank shot. He got Mess to jump, but just couldn't finish. And now Hopkins scores over almost 6 minutes of time. Despite all this, though, they are only down just 2. Neither offense has gotten into really much of a rhythm, as both defenses have certainly come to play. Same move with 5. Another long possession. They are taking their time. Grosby with 2. Got to put up something. Grosby all the way, puts it in. Grosby goes coast to coast for the layup, and the lead is up to 4 for Gettysburg.
You know, we've talked about the injuries this Bullets lineup has seen, but Grosby, my goodness, has stepped in so well, the freshman, to take over things.
Felly battling underneath, finally ends the drought. That's Tonti Felly who finally ends the drought. And a much-needed one is they almost had some trouble getting across half court. They eventually do. And Gettysburg is going to hold it, looks like. They are in no rush. They've taken a lot of clock in these last few possessions offensively. Here's Mess. That high-low feed is what they're pointing for. Mess got him to bite all the way. Couldn't finish. Mess gets the rebound and puts it home. And Matt Hunter emphatically calls timeout as Aiden Mess got Philly down on the ground and had the size mismatch to get the easy putback. And the Bullets up by 4 as we near the end of the first half.